In all generations, God asks families and parents to teach their children the gospel. If we go back to the early Israelites, they have been safely taken out of Egypt, and God has made covenants with them at Sinai, and he wants to give them the promised land. And if you look at book of Deuteronomy, he's reminding them of their covenantal duties and obligations. And listen to this, Deuteronomy chapter 6. Beginning verse 4, he says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord." And you might actually consider that as an ancient Israelite article of faith. And it goes on. "And thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thine heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might." Okay, well, how's a way we could show that, of that full love to God? Let's continue on, verse 6. "And these words which I command thee this day shall be in thine heart." And then verse 7 is very important. It fits right here into what we're learning in Doctrine and Covenants 68 about the importance of parents teaching the gospel principles. "And thou shalt teach them," these words, "thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up." I want to just point out here, did God say, I want you to have an official lesson that begins with a prayer, a song, and you have like a 25-minute lesson where the kids are absolutely not distracted in any way and no fights break out, and then you conclude with another song and conclude with a prayer, and you have an agenda that you followed? No. Even though those moments are important as families to have official time to talk about the gospel, what I love is God's focus on just live your life and let your life be an example to your children of your faithfulness, that you love me and you love your neighbor. Let your life so shine that in any moment, all times, that you can find an opportunity to talk to your children about things that matter. It doesn't have to be an official moment. So again, sometimes in the church, we feel this need that we have to check off all these boxes that I've made sure I've done my family in the evening and I've done my family church time. Those are important activities. But what if you just said to yourself, I love my children, and maybe I'm at the grocery store and it's an opportunity for that to talk to them about the importance of financial management, or I'm at a park and I just talk about the importance of loving those around me. It could be any setting and any principle of goodness, but always coming back to the power of faith in Jesus Christ and repenting or changing our lives so it's focused on Jesus. And again, I love how in the modern day revelation, we are reminded and encouraged to do this, parents to children. And we get it in the ancient times as well. God is consistent. He's the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow.